Welcome back to Chen Design. Today I was playing around the shape and come up with shape is really interesting, and I would like to share with you how I make this interesting shape. Are you ready? Let's get started. The shape is quite interesting, and then going into two directions by twisting from here and go to the top. So that's starting from the beginning. You can tell pretty much it is a basic form of the sphere. So you can get into the sphere for whatever size that you wanted to have. In this case, I'm having roughly about an inch or like 25 millimeter or somewhere around there. Okay, and then we need to create a shape, the form of how it's going to go. So basically, I'm going to making an arc, and it's roughly the same size, maybe just a little bit smaller because I don't want them to 100% touching there. Okay, I may want to have those top 2 points coming in a little bit. The second thing is I need to create a curve from here to there, and instead of making the curve directly, I would like to draw a straight line. This is will be my reference, and I like to using the blend command to blend the curve in between here and here. So you kind of get really nice curve over there. If this is too much of a curvature, you can change either the tangency or the curvature. This is equal to degree 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and if you wanted to know what is degree 1, 2, and 3, I have a video at the member only video that you can take a look on that. That's mirror this one to the other side. And then we'll got this almost like a teardrop shape here. So let's click join together. Alright, so now we have that shape over there. We want this shape to project it to this form over here. So that's how you get this curve. Now I'm going to turn them into the red colors. It's easier for you to see. I'm actually going to hiding this one and hiding this one. I usually don't delete the curve. I'm just hiding all the shape that I use because I might need to use them again. Okay, so with this shape over here, I'm coming into the all four view. I'm going to creating the cross section. The first cross section is going to snapping into the quadrant, and I'm going to have something like that. The second cross section is actually going to be on the other side. Let me see which one is that. Oh yeah, on the other side over here, and I'm gonna come in something like that. Now you can adjust the cross section if you want to, but what I usually like to do is to make them into the surface first by sweep one rail. This is the rail, and this is the cross section here and here. So they will be creating only within the cross section, so you got this section only instead of the whole thing. And I want to record a history right there, and make sure that if you wanted to go all the way, you can use the close sweep, but I want to work on each section and then just do the mirror things. So I'm gonna click OK here. Now take a look on this one and see if you like it, and if you don't like it, you can change it if you want to. Well, first of all, I really don't like the sharp angle over there, the way it twists. So maybe what I also wanted to do is making them a little bit thinner on the top. So I'm gonna pick up this curve, this point, and kind of do 1D scale, so it will be a little bit pointed there. And sometimes it will flip to the other side. That's okay. Let's keep editing here. Right here on the bottom, I want them to go thinner on the bottom instead of on the top, and it's gonna go something like this. Alright, so then you can change the profile to make them feel better, look better. And also I might want to tilt it the angle to fitting into this profile better. So maybe something like this, and moving in a little bit. So you can kind of play with it until that you find the best looking shape over there. So let's say this is what I want, and because it is moving from the other direction, so don't worry about it. At least we find what we want. Let's do sweep one more time. Go from here to here. Alright, so you can keep adjusting to find a way that you like. And after you find a way you like, since it's exactly half, so we can simply just mirror that one to the other side. And again, mirror that to the other side. And after you join them, they will become a continuous piece. Okay, so the second thing right in the middle, let's bring it back with this sphere over there. With this sphere, I may want to make them just a little bit bigger, something like that. Change this one in other colors. It's easier for you to see, as I want to see them somewhere intersect with it. Okay, so what I like to do is to using the under the curve, that you have this curve from the object, and you have this one's called contour. So I would like to have the contour from the base point of here going up, holding my shift and going up in this direction. And I wanted to have like every maybe 3 millimeter have a line there, and you click OK. So then you have all those lines here. I simply just pipe it. You can use a sweep one to do other things. So pipe it for 1 millimeter radius, and that's how I get this one. All right, so let me hide this red ball again. So basically what I wanted to do is using a bowling split, and I'm going to split everybody with this shape there. And then we don't need everything on this side for all the small thing, and don't need everything on that side. So that's how we can get this shape over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wanted to learn more about Rhino 3D software and how to transfer a 2D image into 3D model, I have a free webinar to show you 6 different ways to transfer the 2D image into 3D model. The link is in the description below. It's completely free. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.